Good morning, students. Today we discuss about Bentham and Hooker classification. George Bentham and Joseph Dalton Hooker both are from 1962 to 1883. These two British scientists are published their system of classification in 3 volumes. They are Genera Plantarum in Latin language. They classified only phanerogams. Phanerogams means flowering plants. Dalton Hooker worked as director of Royal Botanical Garden, Kew in England. He also established Botanical Survey of India at Calcutta in India. Bentham and Hooker's classification is natural classification system based on A.P. D. Condell, D. Jusso and John Linley. Now present in India we are following this classification only. Bentham and Hooker classified the flowering plants into 97,205 species, 7,569 genera, 202 families, 25 orders, 23 series, 4 subdivisions and 3 divisions. Cryptograms. Cryptograms means non-flowering plants. So Bentham and Hooker, coming to the Bentham and Hooker classification, Bentham and Hooker's divided the phanerogams into 3 classes: dicotyledons, gymnosperms and monocotyledons. Dicotyledons, gymnosperms and monocotyledons. Here we can see the plant kingdom. Divided into cryptograms and phanerogams. Here Bentham and Hooker classification based on only phanerogams. The phanerogams again divided into dicotyledons, gymnosperms and monocotyledons. Dicotyledons. The 2 cotyledons are present in the seed. The plants are having taproot system. Reticulate venation present in leaves. Flowers are pentamerous. Pentamerous means pentamerous means 5 flowers. We can see the diagram. 5 petals are there. Pentamerous or tetramerous flowers also. 4 petals are present in dicotyledon flowers also. Based on the nature of perianth leaves, it is divided into 2 subclasses. So based on the perianth leaves, present of the perianth leaves, it is divided into 3 subclasses. Polypetalae, gamopetalae and monoclamidae. Polypetalae, gamopetalae and monoclamidae. So coming to the polypetalae. Polypetalae, the perianth leaves are arranged in 2 rows. Calyx and corolla are distinct, and polycephalus and polypetalous numerous are stamens are 10 to numerous. Here the stamens are present 10 to numerous. Depends on the position of the gynoecium. Polypetalae again divided into 3 series: Thalamiflorae, Disciflorae and Calyciflorae. Thalamiflorae, Disciflorae and Calyciflorae. Coming to the Thalamiflorae. Here the flowers are hypogynous, thalamus convex or elongated, and the gynoecium held at top of the at its apex, and remaining floral parts like calyx, corolla and androecium are arranged below the base of the gynoecium. So here remaining the flowers are hypogynous, the thalamus convex shape, and gynoecium present at its apex, and remaining floral total parts are calyx, corolla, androecium. Remaining flower parts are arranged below the base of the gynoecium. Here we can say the ovary is superior. Series here, Thalamiflorae series starts with ranels and ends with malveals. Here starts with ranels and ends with malveals. We can see the ranels ends with malveals. Coming to the Thalamiflorae series, starting with ranels, Ananaceae family. Here and ends with malveals. So next, coming to the Disciflorae. The flowers are hypogynous, the thalamus arranged in flat, slightly convex, and the gynoecium is at the middle of the thalamus. The gynoecium present is the middle of the thalamus. Students, this is very important to write the exam. The floral characters, Disciflorae, the flowers are hypogynous, thalamus is present in flat and are slightly convex, and the gynoecium present at the middle of the thalamus. Remaining floral parts are at the margins of the thalamus. Remaining floral parts are present at the margins of the thalamus. Ovary is superior. Series Disciflorae starts with geranials and ends with sapienials. Geranials starts with geranials and ends with sapienials. Next, coming to the Calliciflorae. Flowers are perigynous and mostly epigynous. The thalamus is cup-shaped structure. Other floral parts are above the gynoecium. Here the other floral parts are present above the gynoecium. Flowers are perigynous, mostly epigynous. Thalamus is cup-shaped structure and floral parts are above the gynoecium. Here Calliciflorae, sepals are fused. Ovary is inferior. So here ovary is inferior. This series starts with order of rosales and ends with umbellales. So here the series starts with rosales. We can see the rosales, Rosaceae family, myrtles Passiflorales, and ends with umbellales. Asteraceae family. Umbellales family. End with umbellales. Next, coming to the lamelles. Chalace. Now coming to the Gamopetalae. Here Gamopetalae, the perianth leaves are arranged in 2 rows, dichlamydeous and heterochlamydeous. Calyx and corolla are fused. Gamosepalous and Gamopetalace. Gamopetalae also divided into 3 series. Gamopetalae also divided into 3 series. First series is inferae. Inferae. Flowers are epigynous and the ovary is inferior. Order rubiales, asterales, and in inferae the orders are rubiales, asterales. Here we can see the Asteraceae family, sunflower, and campanulales. In inferae the orders are rubiales, asterales, and campanulales are including in this series. The most advanced series asterales are including in the beginning of the Gamopetalae. Here the most advanced series are the advanced series is asterales, Asteraceae family. So these asterales are including in beginning of the inferae. Beginning of the Gamopetalae. So next coming to the Heteromerae. More than 2 carpels, gynoecium, the more than 2 carpels are present. The gynoecium and the ovary is superior. Flowers are hypogynous. There are 3 orders in this series: Ericales, Primulales, Abienales. So next coming to the Bicarpellate. Flowers are hypogynous. Gynoecium is bicarpellary. Syncarpous, bilocular, superior ovary. This starts with geniales and ends with lamelles. ends with lamelles. So ends with lamelles. Next here we can say the bicarpellate gradually decrease in the number of carpel is advanced character in this bicarpellate. So the placing of heteromere before bicarpellate is appreciated. Arrangement of the families can be told natural in Gamopetalae, rubiales, astrales and Abarials are like starting orders, actinomorphic flowers with 5 stamens. But in the latter order like personals and lamelles, the flowers are zygomorphic and the stamens are reduced 4 to 2. In this way, this change from actinomorphic flowers to zygomorphic condition and the reduction of the number of stamens is considered as an evolutionary important step. Next, monoclamidae. Perianth leaves are present in only one row, rarely present in 2 rows, or reduced, absent of the perianth leaves. Perianth leaves are present in only one row or rarely 2 rows or absent also. Here the monoclamidae is divided into 8 series and not divided further into orders. Only divided into series only, not divided into orders. This subclass starts with Curvambriae and ends with Ordinales Anomalii. Starts with Curvambriae and ends with Anomalii. In orders, Anomalii, all disputed or not confirmed families are included. Main positive aspect of the classification is starting with bisexual flowers having families and ends with unisexual flower having families. And start with Curvambriae and ends with Ordinales Anomalii. Ends with Ordinales Anomalii. Next, coming to the gymnosperms. Here naked seeds are present in the gymnosperms. In the gymnosperms in this classification, this group was kept in between the dicotyledons and monocotyledons. So the gymnosperms were kept in between the monocotyledons, dicotyledons and monocotyledons. Even though the naked seeds bearing plants are primitive, they heavy not paid attention to this aspect. This group was divided into 3 families: Cycadaceae, Coniferaceae and Neetaceae. Cycadaceae, so gymnosperms are divided into Cycadaceae, Coniferaceae and Neetaceae families. Next, coming to the monocotyledons. The embryo of the monocotyledon is with a single cotyledon. Adventitious roots or fibrous roots are present in the monocotyledons. Parallel venation in leaves, present in leaves, and frumivorous flowers are present. These features are present in monocotyledons. Monocotyledons were directly divided into 7 series, starts with microspermae and ends with glumaceae. Monocots were directly divided into series, starts with microspermae and ends with glumaceae. Microspermae. Microspermae. The small seeds are present in the microspermae series. Small seeds are present in this group. Example, Orchidaceae family. Here there is no diagram. Is second series, Epigyne. Apogyne, the ovary inferior, inner perianth. Ovary inferior, it is divided into 7 families. Actually, this series should be kept in the last as ovary in inferior. For example, these are all families. Next, Coronariae. The perianth leaves are petaloid, trilocular superior ovary. Example, Liliaceae families. Next, Calcinae. Perianth is sepaloid, superior ovary. Example, Palmae families, Araceae families. Next, Nudiflorae. Perianth is reduced or absent. Here the perianth leaves are absent or reduced. Example, Laminaceae families. These are all examples. Families. Next, Apocarpae. Perianth may be present or absent. Apocarpus ovary. Apocarpus ovary. For example, Alistomyceae family. Next, Glumaceae. Perianth is much reduced to the extent as scales. The perianth leaves are convert into scales, like scales. The scales like perianth leaves are called laducules. The perianth leaves convert into scales. The scales are called laducules. Superior ovary. The family is Graminae. All Poaceae families are including in Glumaceae. So coming to the merits of the Bentham-Hooker classification. So first, best natural system. So first, Bentham and Hooker classification based on the floral characters. This is the first natural system in the world. Easy to understand, the most convenient in the field. So why? Because they based on the floral characters, and more than one character taken into the consideration. Most advanced monocots were kept in the last. Most advanced monocots are kept in the last. Decondole merged dicotyledons and gymnosperms in his classification, but here the Bentham and Hooker recognize them, and they separate the groups monocotyledons and gymnosperms, and they kept into the gymnosperms in between the dicotyledons and monocotyledons. Next, coming to the Polypetalae series, Thalamiflorae with hypogynous flowers, Disciflorae also hypogynous flowers, and Calyciflorae with epigynous flowers were arranged in sequence. Epigynous is advanced ovary, hypogyny. So these series are arranged in the evolutionary order, including Cucurbitaceae and Umbelliferae at the end of the Polypetalae. Next, Gamopetalae is placed after Polypetalae as fused petals, once advanced over free petals. So here based on the petals, fused and free petals. So next, keeping heteromere before bicarpellate in Gamopetalae. Next, actinomorphic flowers having families were placed in the first, and zygomorphic flowers having families were including at the end of the Gamopetalae. Here based on the actinomorphic flower and zygomorphic flower character. In monocots, unisexual flower families were kept after bisexual flowers having families. In monocotyledons also, here he was taken unisexual flower characters and bisexual flower characters, and he kept unisexual flowers families were first, and after he was kept bisexual flowers families. Placing Graminae at the end of the monocotyledons. Disputed families of the dicotyledons were included in order Anomaly. Coming to the demerits of the Bentham and Hooker classification. This is the very important essay question. You can also write merits and demerits also. Demerits: placements of the primitive gymnosperms between the dicotyledons and monocotyledons. It is the one of the major demerit. of this classification. Here the gymnosperms are very primitive characters, so they were kept in the in between the monocotyledons and dicotyledons. The most advanced Asteraceae of dicotyledons and Archidaceae of monocotyledons was not properly placed. So here the Asteraceae family, we can see the total ornamental plants are coming to the Asteraceae families, and they are very advanced family, and so they were not given properly placed. The Asteraceae of dicots and Archidaceae of monocots. Next, based on a single character of Monoclamidae was classified. Only one character were taken and classified the Monoclamidae. And in Polypetalae, hypogynous flowers having families were kept in the beginning, and the epigynous flower having families are kept in the end. But the same is not followed in Gamopetalae. Inferior flower having families are placed in the first, and hypogynous flower having families kept in the last. Next, absence of the orders in Monoclamidae and monocotyledons, and inclusion of families of directly under series. So they were not divided into orders, and they were divided into directly series. Placing closely related Liliaceae and Amaryllidaceae in different series. Very closely related Liliaceae family and Amaryllidaceae family kept in different series. So these are all demerits of Bentham-Hooker classification. Thank you, students.